Hello and welcome back once again to Vinland, and we're doing pretty well here. We are obviously continuing to use our Siberian frontiers to great effect. Slightly, maybe potentially a little bit overpowered, but you know, Chewie's already messaged me about it, saying that this is going to change because it's a little bit strong to have it for 100 years. So hopefully that will be a more balanced situation when you get your hands on the updated Vinland. But yeah, looking at the comments on the previous video, again, you should probably leave comments, really helps me out, that'd be great. A lot of people were saying that maybe the way to become friends with Norway is to break our alliance with Iceland and potentially try and go to war with them. I've no idea how that's going to happen because I can't get a claim on it, it's too far away. But, oh, actually, no, it totally is, because this isn't mine, this is. Oh, it's so close. I don't know how I'm going to get a claim on them. It might be a case of I need to just no CB them, which I don't really want to do, but I might be forced into it. But yeah, we'll see if I can figure out any way of doing it without no CBing, but if we have to, then we have to. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to continue murdering some natives, Siberian frontiering my way south, and another big one that I might want to go to war with soon is Creek, because they're getting rather a bit too big for their boots. Wee. That totally named that pronunciation, by the way. Just finished being colonized, and therefore I have been able to send some Siberian frontiers over to Sisasipi, whatever. And we've finished another mission. The frozen sea to the west is a vast and desolate expanse of nothing but ice, where even the native peoples seem to struggle to survive. Despite the dangers, its ports would serve as a valuable waypoint for traders carrying furs from the forested south back to the homeland much faster than by taking the overland routes. So, yeah, for that I needed 10 provinces. Now I get a center of trade in Musoni, fur producer Musoni, and 3 base production in Musoni. And prosperous fur trade, goods produced modifier is just, that's a really good modifier to have for 25 years, hell yeah. Musoni is a province that I own already. It increases by 1, so if I finish this war first, which is not going to take too long, they just need to get siege, there it is. I'm just gonna quietly piece you out, give me your money. And do the same with you. Like I said, I'm just cleaning up natives. It's all good. Now we can spend 200 points, 200 gold to upgrade you after I develop you to 10. It's already at its lowest level. That's fine. I want to upgrade it to level 2. Now, if we click this, that should become level 3. And it did. Very nice. We have a level 3 trade port in a place where I have no money and no traders. That's... I don't know, maybe that was a bad idea. At the end of the day, it's whatever it is. But yeah, we will continue going south. And I'm still kind of deciding... Like, I'll decide whether I want to no-CB them after the truce is up. But for now, we need to continue colonizing. And an easy way of seeing where I can colonize next is using the colonial map mode, which you can't see that I'm clicking, but believe me, it is. And I'm just looking at all the green ones and clicking the green ones. If there's a green one inland, that's one that I can colonize. Over here, though, I can't colonize until that's done. Okay. One thing I will say is, as you've got so many colonies going on at the same time, like you can see above my head, this is only... What you can see, there's another like 6 or 7 off the end of that. You get so many colonization events. I'm just going to run it at speed 5 just so you can see maybe what I mean about that. Because I'm getting them every few months. Like there's a colonization event giving me like 100 extra colonists in a place. Let's go with autonomy change. That seems good. And so, I don't know, these colonies are just going so fast. It's honestly kind of awesome. But at the same time, I don't know. Is it broken? Is it overpowered? It's kind of hard to make a judgment call on that. But I obviously want to continue going anyway, because it's also kind of fun. But yeah, I conquer a new place, and then, you know, just like, I'll just pop down some Siberians and expand my influence even further. Oh, the trees are staying this time. Usually they don't stick around. Oh, no, there they're gone. Oh, he's moved away, so we can just put another one down. All that from one conquest. You could really game this quite heavily, or if not game it, you could probably, like, meta do it to be better. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but either way, let's get a couple more of these down. It is a little bit broken. I'm not gonna lie. It is quite heavily broken. But yeah, it is what it is. Also, colonization of Caribbean is going really nicely as well. I have 4 colonists because I got 1 from my Parliament doodad. And yeah, we're just colonizing away here. At some point, I reckon I will be at war with Swaby. I could go to war with his colonial subject right now and probably get away with it, but I think I'll wait until he's taken the entire island. Then I can take that from him without, you know, it going to these provinces going to Swaby themselves. Yeah. Any more Siberian frontiers I can do? Not quite yet. Still can't think of a way to get over here other than a stab hit. But hey, you know what? Screw it. Let's do that. Let's go and murder Iceland. They clearly deserve it. They've been too quiet for too long. They've been pumping out volcanic ash into the sky. It's clearly on purpose. It's not an accident. Let's go wreck Iceland. They have no friends. Let's take the stab hit. If that is the only way to do it, then that is the only way we're going to be able to do it. It is what it is. Now we march upon Reykjavik itself, and as soon as this falls, which shouldn't take too terribly long, well, 35-day siege ticks is kind of a pain, but it is what it is. We're gonna annex it and hopefully be close enough to Norway in order to become friends with Norway. And I'll continue keeping my 666. Honestly, this guy has been around for so long. I inaugurated in 1504. It's 1543 now, so 40 years. Obviously, he hasn't been a 666 the whole time, but he's been around for some length. But anyway, this is going to be my peace deal. And with that, so you'll have to core everything as well. How far away are you? Distance between borders 113. Let's see a monthly tick. 9. Distance between borders -9. Let's start improving relations. It's gonna happen. It's almost inevitable. And we'll get you come back here so we can deal with my rebels as well. Yeah, distance between borders is now gone. We just need to make them... I mean, they don't even know of us. So I think... I'm debating sending them alliance offer that I know that they will decline, because that will give them vision on me. Would it not? There's nothing else I can do to do that, is there? Surely they have vision on Iceland, though, right? Ooh, military reform. Navy. Nice. Could have sworn they would have vision on Iceland, and, you know, all they need to do is click on one of these provinces, and then they know who I am. Oh, balls, my guy died. Okay. I'll take the... What do I need right now? I'm furthest behind in admin, so we'll go with Sigurður. He's a 511 who really likes Njord. I guess we need to work on getting ourselves another 666. So, one thing that's really holding me back is I've got a lot of provinces with the wrong culture and the wrong religion. So, in my Vinland thing, I just got culture conversion costs minus 15%, which means I've got quite a lot of places that are on very cheap culture conversion, because that's what, minus 50% from cultural assimilation plus culture adjacency. 10%, and then so 20. We're like minus 77%, I think. So I think it might be a wise idea to culture convert at least the ones that aren't accepted, like Iroquois. These places are going to be a lot happier with me if. Yes, Logan?
I don't think you're ready, but...
you're right, I'm not ready.
Yeah, I know you're not ready. But Daddy...
Yes, Logan?
Oopsie, I accidentally went in the camera.
I know, it's okay.
I can be standing like that instead.
Okay, but I'm going to pause it now. Sorry about that. It is what it is. But anyway, I have managed, even though they still don't know who the hell I am, I've managed to get Norway up to the point where they will accept an alliance offer. They don't know who I am, but they know that they like me. So let's pop that through and instantly finish our mission. Norse Brotherhood. Our discovery of Europe has unraveled everything we had previously thought. The other Norse kingdoms did not fall into oblivion, but they are in fact thriving. We must make our presence in the old world known and secure friendly relations with our religious brothers. So, we didn't do it via conquest, so irrelevant stuff in the north, but we did it by alliance. We gain mutual friendship with a European ally, and I get trade efficiency and 1 diplo relation until the end of the game. Very cool. I do think the conquest one is not bad, though. Right, getting the conquest bonus for 20 years co-creation cost, that's quite nice. But let's pop that in and see what we need to do here. 21 provinces having manufactories, embracing manufactories. Okay, so it's a while away. And have at least a 50% goods produced modifier. That's pretty hefty, is it not? Goods produced modifier. Do we even have any of that? I have plus 25 right now. Okay. Getting plus 50 is not easy. But anyway, yes, these guys now know who I am, and they are my friend. They're allied with Finland, interesting flag, Saxony, and Jutland. Oh my, this is now scary. I am now scared of Swaby. Oh boy. Not so much anymore, but why do they own northern France? I'm really worried or interested in when I get to see Europe. Because it looks funky and I'm interested. My big problem right now, I will say, is the fact that obviously these guys are all natives, right? The ones that move around are unable to move around, and therefore they're bringing the devastation of all of these provinces up to basically 100. And by basically I mean just they're 100, which is horrific. It's awful. And a lot of my land is kind of dying because of it. I've built some forts around to try and make it go down a bit faster, but really the devastation here is ridiculous, and there's nothing I can do about it because there's no way for me to get devastation down via an edict or anything like that. I'm simply going to have to, I don't know, wait for it to not be crazy. Build more fortresses, I guess, is my only option. But how much of this am I going to be able to like get away with? Right? The devastation here is just ridiculous, and I can't build enough forts to deal with it. And it's going to get even worse when I go and take all this land. Getting rid of devastation is going to be a long-term project. We have done some mad colonizing, and again, the Siberian frontier is just coming in clutch on that front, to the point where I am now a kingdom, which means that I can accept all these cultures that don't exist in the New World. But that also does include Icelandic, so I don't need to integrate them. It also means that my governing capacity just shot up quite nicely, and hopefully that means we're going to be able to actually gain something in the Althing. My consensus is at 68, and what did I need again? Well, I need to complete some laws. To start off doing laws, I need, what, 80? It's still going to take quite a while. My average autonomy is still quite high. I'm getting minus 0.09 from that, and my average autonomy is 17.1. So I guess adding all these places to states and then coring them is probably going to really help in this regard. I'm going to try and not do much in the way of conquest for a little bit, just to try and get the autonomy situation under control. And that's going to be the plan for a little bit. I'm just going to sit back and do nothing. Nothing for a little while. Maybe annex my vassals, because they're annoying me and they're devastating the land. But on that, we're going to do nothing. And hopefully that's going to pay dividends. The American Valkyrian project has also come with some other beneficial side effects. So right now, this is what we're looking at. Quite a lot of Valkyrian in the New World now. And it's come with the side effect of me being able to build up to 43 Huskarl infantry, which is just phenomenal. I think that's more than I had owning all of the British Isles as Nordanvik in the multiplayer that I played there. So that's going phenomenally well. I'm also starting to build a spy network on Swabian Tainoa, because I would like to claim their provinces, although I don't know exactly which province I'm going to go for yet. That's an interesting claim. I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet. I have built myself a combat fleet, led by the flagship Leif. So that's going to come in handy when I would like to go and murder the Swabians, who I don't know if their fleet is actually stronger than mine. We can check that. No, my fleet would wreck theirs. So there is that coming. But again, right now, I really want to have this Althing consensus grow, and it's getting up there. It really is going quite well. 0.24 a month is not little. I feel like it is fast enough to be worth something. And of course, we're continuing with the colonization, culture conversion, assimilation, genocide thing going on. It's working out quite nicely. No debate in the thing, so I think what we're going to do now is... I could do an extra colonist, but I don't feel like I need him right now. What I would like is... the one that gives me Republican tradition. So maybe I'll let it run for a month and see if we get a reroll of debates. Because I really want... that one and not any of these ones. I don't know. I think I should just keep re-rolling until I find it. Maybe it's not gonna happen. I don't know. I will keep re-rolling. It happened. It's May. We got the 30 reform progress, reform growth. That's not actually the one I was thinking of. I said it was this one, but it's not actually this one. But that's still good. I'll take it. And this is why I really hate parliaments, because now I have to go through and like, oh, sure, you can have this one. Oh, sure, you can have this. I hate this. This just kind of sucks. It's just not a good system. It's so much busy work. And I just don't care enough. I don't want to do this. Clicking. And yeah, the bonuses that you get from it are really good. But it's so much busy work. I don't like it. That system needs changing. We've done it. We've finally gotten to the point where I can use my first government interaction. It will allow us to pick from a number of different laws we can pass, each giving permanent bonus to our nation but costing 80 consensus. Okay, let's see what we got. So, we have the Homesteading Act, which will give me plus 3% settler chance and global settler increase. Reform the administration for taxes and corruption. Mercantile protections for trade power and ship trade power. Strengthen the Huskarls. Morale damage and army drill gain modifier for Huskarls. From the land rights for dev cost and states governing cost. I like this a lot. Centralization, state maintenance and maximum absolutism. Mandate female emancipation for female advisor chance and inno gain. Do I want some manpower modifier and regiment cost? That's huge as well. Morale of armies, morale of navies is huge. Scaling citizenship, assimilation, and natives loyalty equilibrium. So, I believe this is all of them. So I just need to pass 5 of these for this mission. It doesn't matter which 5. I think for right now, the one that I'm most interested in is the one that gave me... Oh, the dev cost is quite nice, actually. But no, the one I'm interested in is the regiment costs. I would like to reduce the cost of my army from 1992 to 1896. The larger my army gets, the more that's going to have an impact. So that's fantastic. We just need to now grow my Althing consensus again. Oh, at the moment, that's giving me minus 10% discipline, minus 50% manpower recovery speed, and minus 5 or plus 5 national unrest. That's okay. That's wild that it would do that. Bring me all the way to 0 and give me those natives. That is awful. That's really not good. Okay, we're gonna have some issues for a little while. Also completed another mission here. The fish monopoly. The waters around Vinland are abundant in fish, and their bountiful stock has been reaped for centuries. Let us fully exploit this research by encouraging the growth of our fishing enterprises, going further and further in search of new stock. So for 20 years, they get trade efficiency, provincial trade power modifier, and trade range. Hello, Logan. Let us click it. The vast wilderness of the north is mostly covered in forest, which, while the free domains of the Skraelings have proven as of yet impenetrable to us, we must take charge of these lands and exert our power over this great markland, so we may use it to enrich natural resources for our own ends. So 100 diplo points, construction cost and production efficiency, and I get enable the Borgerman privilege forest expansion. Let us go and see what that does. Forest expansion. Did I not get it because I've already filled out my Borgerman? I feel like that may have happened. Well, that's unfortunate. I assume that was a really good privilege. Okay. So here I need an artist at skill level 2. Or employ an admin advisor skill level 3. We can do that. 200 ducats. I can just wait and then I can upgrade this guy. That's not a very long amount of time. Because we're making quite good money right now. There we go. Runes have been used by the Norsemen for hundreds of years. In modern times, however, they fall short of the needs of our people and administration. The time has come to codify a new language to be used by all Vinlanders. One which will unite us in intelligence and culture. So, I get some points, and I get an event, and we'll have a new Vinlandic culture. Okay. In the years since our separation with the native Iceland, we've changed very little as a people. Our practices and traditions have remained mostly the same, with only a few adaptations to better suit exile on the colonial frontier. We've struggled together. Oh, how we have struggled. Through the fires of adversity, new identities are forged. People born into this land no longer see themselves as Icelanders waiting to return home. They are now steadfast in being Vinlanders, and by the gods they're proud of it. Perhaps it is time to shake off the shackles of our motherland and see the roots of a new and powerful culture among the rocks and forests. So Vinlandic becomes the primary culture, and every own province in the Norse culture group will change to Vinlandic. That's kind of nice. And also some culture conversion cost. Beautiful. So if I have a look at my culture map mode, we are now Vinlandic, and bloody Iceland changed to Vinlandic as well. That's kind of based. Okay, so if I have a look at my culture conversion stuff now, Obviously, I could just not do it, but we're totally gonna convert this now. There's no reason to keep Iroquois around if it's that cheap. I kind of want the whole cultural unity thing going on. As soon as the separatism goes away, we're going to be able to get more of that converted. And it's just basically the south that we need to work on. Maybe we'll, like, I don't know, ally one of them, get him to conquer the rest of it, and then just have one dude to conquer. That would be nice. But from right now, that looks pretty nice. Venerating the ancestors, I need Solheim to have a temple, 20 dev, and I need 500 ducats. So I don't have much of that yet, but I will give you an temple in a moment. And you know what? I can start deving this, not a problem. Maybe I will dev it to get printing press, actually. That wouldn't be the most terrible idea in the world. I didn't even get close, did I? Nope. It's gonna be a little bit longer until I can get that. Vinland was almost a disaster from the very start. Despite having grown up among the frost, our ancestors struggled to adapt to the new climate when the winters came, and as a result the initial expansion was limited, and only the colony was never really profitable. In the centuries that followed Leif's first landing, the Vinlander population gradually diminished, and the rest of the world forgot about us. Now I've overcome the elements and established a new, truly permanent settlement here, but still the ghosts of the past still echo within us. It would only be fitting to build a monument to the dead, to those who suffered and fell to the scythe in the name of keeping Vinland alive. So lose 500 ducats, I gain 25 power projection, and I start the construction of the great project, Althing. Sure. I don't know where it's going to be, but it's going to be somewhere. It's probably Solstheim, is it? Is Althing here? Yes, it is. Eventually this is, you know, monthly spender is quite nice, but nothing else there is, like, supremely super duper amazing. And I still do need to get this dev'd a little bit more. We're so close. Meanwhile, colonization's still happening. Just need a few more clicks and it's going to be ready. But it's not there yet. We've relied on informal soldiers for too long. When we were a little more than a colony dwellers, we do not need an army as such, but now are proud citizens of a nation. The time has come to reform the old institutions and make our place in the modern world more seriously. Probably should we take our place in the world more whatever. So that'll give me an event. To protect the fledgling settlements from attacks by hostile tribes or raiders, the early Vinlanders created a militia staffed by the people of the village. Training was irregular, and all of them were expected to answer the call to arms in times of war. It seems to many that we've now outgrown our need for this institution, leading to increased calls to reform it or abolish it. Do I want an permanent army? Manpower recovery speed minus 50% for 10 years. Kinda painful. But it will give me 10 army professionalism, I guess. Or do I want mercs? Not particularly. Or do I want an stability? I kind of want the stability. It doesn't need tampering with. We're good. So that leads us on to the mission here. I need 10 barracks, 90% manpower, and number of generals with traits, at least 2. Let's just build a couple of barracks and then we'll see how we go. But yeah, to get generals with traits, you need to take them into battle. And I don't really want to go to war right now, so... Maybe I could go to war. Maybe I'll go and attack, like, Creek or something. I really don't want to go to war right now, though. Maybe soon. Finally took tech, what is it, 10 admin. I'm way behind. Spending actually quite a little bit on rooting out corruption purely because of that. But that has allowed me to unlock a new idea group, and I went with trade ideas. I know I haven't got any military ideas right now, but I don't really see them as super necessary. So we're going to go with trade, because if I was colonizing all this land, I would have so many merchants, because each one of these colonial regions, obviously, if I get 10 provinces in each of them, that's an extra merchant. But I'm not a colonial nation. I am a nation that lives here. This is my home. So I need the merchants to work with all these areas without actually having that ability. So let's take trade ideas, and that has also unlocked our next national idea, Land of Plenty. These new lands we found ourselves in are bountiful beyond belief, from seas where cod leap into boats to forests full of the finest timber our shipwrights have ever seen. We have often more resources than we know what to do with. So 10 goods produced modifier is a fantastic modifier to have. Love me some goods produced. And yeah, we're colonizing down here now, getting a bit of that Panama trade hopefully coming up our way. Swaby has completely murdered Mexico, so maybe military ideas at some point might be good to go and murder him. But yeah, that's a long-term project. We gotta wait and see if that's gonna be doable. Oh, Republican tradition, fantastic. That's what I wanted. And now I do the annoying thing that I won't subject you to for a second time. And despite our horrific manpower recovery issues from the Althing consensus, we've also managed to get ourselves to 90%. So, our new army is powerful, but it still needs to be larger to effectively counter all the threats we face. With the prospect of an all-out war with the Skraelings in the south on the horizon, we must make sure our regiments are prepared. So I gain army tradition, I gain a man, and I gain +1 military point rulerness, and I'm at 421 right now, so I mean, I guess that works out for me quite nicely. The level 3 army organizer is 50% cheaper. I might be tempted by him. No, I'm not, because you're already 50% cheaper. So we'll stick with what we've got. The Beasts of Vinland. Hello there, Mr. Bear. I need 10 regimental camps, and I need 11 mil points a month. That is doable. I need to save some money up, and then we can get that going. Here I need to own 50% of the land and have 5 agendas from the Jarlrit completed. What do you want me to do? Conquer something over here. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing next. But I'm going to end this episode here. I think we've quite nicely expanded our realm. Of course, there is more we can do. The Siberian frontiers helped me rapidly expand, but also at the same time, when you get to a certain point, you do need to do some heavy conquest to push further. Like, if I was to conquest of Cheyenne, Wichita, and Nanakwe, I could probably go all the way to California. It's just those 3 kind of holding me back on that front. So that it's still very, very powerful, of course, and I don't know how much longer I have it for. 1624. I've still got it for so much longer. Will we reach California by the time that runs out? Maybe, but I guess it would take this conquest first. And they're a vassal of Ninuinui. So I guess I go to war with you, and yeah, it's a very, very powerful modifier. But hey, I hope you don't mind that I've been abusing it. Until next time, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd be excited to hear them and read them. It's always nice for me. Let me just... Caribbean Sea. Let me just do that. There we go. I like vision. That makes me very happy. Until next time, comments down below. Likes always are a help. And let me know what your thoughts are. So until next time, bye-bye.